hello to you. Good morning to you. Anyway, it's, I don't know, October 12, 13, something like that. I don't know. 2025. It's a Monday morning, bit overcast here in sunny California. And I just want to start off with the subject line, the headlines for today. Sharing an opinion is becoming ... dot 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 dot. So what? What's your opinion on any given subject? I can answer that. Because it's an opinion. And of course, opinions are just what you feel in the moment, really. Because your opinion can change very rapidly, actually. I think a lot of people's opinions are changing very rapidly according to the way in which other people's opinion affects their opinion, right? Other people's opinions affect your opinion. My interaction affects your interaction. So we end up isolating ourselves by having an opinion and being outspoken about it. But if it's a strong opinion and one that you've thought about for a very long time, and you've really distilled it within yourself and then gone out and practiced it as best you can, then I think it's okay. Okay meaning just okay. It's not the law. It's not a rule. It's not a regulation. It's not mandatory to have an opinion. You can actually go floating through life with no opinions at all. That's kind of weird, but you know, opinions are formed from experience, hopefully, not just trotted out as rhetoric, as the natural gainsaying of other people and arguments. We get into arguments all the time, but I think it's also a way of communicating an opinion. But there are some people that, actually I was talking to a bunch of friends yesterday, and we said, oh yeah, well, this other person that we knew, we all knew them in the group, right? But the other person that we knew is a contrarian. In other words, if you said, oh yeah, well, black is black, they'd have said, oh no, black's not black, black's white. You know, I mean, they're the kind of contrarian that draws you into an argument in order to enjoy prolonging the discussion. It's because they want to be included in the group, but they're setting up a contrary position on purpose in order to rile you up, to get you agitated. Well, I don't really get agitated by people's opinions because most of them are not really fully thrashed out, not fully experienced. And I think it's experience that allows you to interact in a kind, caring and loving way, because that's the place you want to come from. Okay, so opinions. Okay. Oh, some people in the chat. Good. I'm glad I got the headline out of the way, because I'd like to hear other people's opinions of what I'm doing. I do music. I've just put up on YouTube on an assortment of music stuff. You know, there's a playlist on Tunnel Mental down below. There's a playlist, is an assortment of my music and performance stuff. So it's, you know, it's the side of me that I allow to be aired in public more than this Nigel the Nomad, although I enjoy doing this too, because talking to a screen, I haven't got other people's opinions fogging my opinion, which is only an opinion and it's nothing more. So, who's in the chat and have they any questions? Alyssa K said hi. Hi, Alyssa K. How you doing? And Steve Bano. Oh, #1 already. Gosh, you're #1. You must have been here before, according to the token listings of YouTube. They give you a little crown and a number, and oh, you become the #1 fan for a few minutes. And then you get knocked off by other people just saying hi, 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 and then it just changes to that person because they're the most. The most what? I've no idea, but it's just a silly game of public perception of how many people actually bother to tune into what you're doing rather than doing what they do. Okay, Steve Bano says, what's your favorite holiday made up by humans? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a really good one because we've made up so many now that we're almost at the stage where every day is a celebration of something. I mean, it must be, I mean, if you look it up, it's probably World Kiss Your Cat Day, or, you know, World Shut Your Mouth Day. That'd be a good one. One of my favorite artists is Julian Cope, and he was in a band called Teardrop Explodes. But he's a great writer. He's, I mean, amazing book called the Modern Antiquarian. It's about all the standing stones and monoliths. It's just, he's just a great guy. But he had a song when he was with the Teardrop Explode called World Shut Your Mouth, Shut Your Mouth. Put your head back in the clouds and shut your mouth. Because it's hard with all the onslaught of opinions. But my favorite day made up by humans is probably I think the summer solstice. It's probably the one I like, that was made up by pagans. We don't even know where it came from, but we know it's a seasonal thing, and I like that because I like the seasons. Okay, Paulie Volcano, who's #2 now in the chat. Paulie Volcano, that's a good last name. I like that. In England, they call it a surname, S-U-R-N-A-M-E, but here they call it, in the States, they call it the last name. So Paulie Volcano. Is that your real name? Is that your real? I think New Year's celebration worldwide brings the world together more than Christmas. In a way, I kind of agree with you, because psychologically you're turning a new leaf. And I think I turn one every day. So today is New Year's Day. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Conrad. That's a nice sarcastic tongue-in-cheek thing to say. What are you giving thanks for? Giving thanks for cohabiting this planet with other races. Well, that's honorable. But we brought them a lot of nasty shit when we came here and created Thanksgiving Day. We settlers of the United States of America, we brought them a lot of nasty shit too. We brought all our rubbish with us. Yeah. But it's now global. You know, it's taken nearly 300 years of the United States of America to realize that they're fucked because they fucked other people. It's called empirism. Okay. It's kind of like vampirism. Okay, Paulie Volcano. That was my opinion too. Okay, Paulie Volcano, still #1. I was talking about the summer solstice. Oh, that's good. I've been studying a lot of history lately and realized that these last 200 years or so are coming to an end, and many countries and kingdoms have come and gone, and I think it's time again. Agreed. I mean, it's time to restart this whole shit show. This realm is done because there's too much greed and too much war. So we've got to somehow move away from a violent, oppressive society. It's going to take a while to turn it round. I mean, it took a while for it to get to the point where many people live with a violent spouse or a violent family or a violent circle of friends. I mean, and yet they're not violent within themselves. They want a more peaceful journey. So it's going to take a while, but we have to do it by being it. If you want love and peace, be love and peace. I think so. Okay. Yeah. But very interesting, Paulie. It's in Canada now. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get into a them and us situation. Society is following fools who are testing theories in countries that are more malleable to changing in the way in which the idiots in control think they should. They're more malleable. It's like as a whole, like as a collective. I know a lot of free people in Canada, really free people. One of my favorite people, actually, Shane Sador. He's very funny and very free and living in Canada. And yeah, he's not doing as he's told. It's what we're told in the media. That's the thing that we go, oh, Canada is. Well, Canada's a fucking huge country. And not everybody is doing as the government there wants. So when it's reported that this is happening, or they changed this law, people just don't abide by the law, which is fair enough. I don't agree with most of the laws that have been enacted in my lifetime, but if I look through history, most of the laws are there to restrict your freedoms. That's not a good thing, is it? Okay. Gray. Hello, Gray. Oh, that you've been here before. Gray. Hello, remember me? I was here yesterday, of course. Yeah, there you go. Nice to see you. Nice. All right, Paulie Volcano. Couldn't have said that any better myself, what you just said. Well, that's good. I mean, in other words, my opinion aligns with your opinion. But I'm not here for strictly, I mean, it's nice, it's lovely, thank you so much. But I'm not here for confirmation bias. I'm not here to become popular. I'm just here to spread words around that are more in line with the peace and love that I want to see in this world. So that's all I'm doing, and I'm doing that with my music too, because I just did a little live set which was funny at the little local club that I frequent. I love the space, I love the people that run it. It's brilliant. There's a lot of freeform stuff going on there, musically and artistically, so I'm definitely supportive of it, and I go there regularly. But I went there not long ago, and it was a fun night. We got to pull numbers. The people that were there would, pulled a number, and then they did a random number generator, and you get up on stage and you play whatever instrument you want to, or, whatever, and the trio that gets up on stage has to just do something. So I did some poetry and lyrics from a book that I got published a while ago, but I just sat there and did my words over music that was made up as it goes along, and it was fun. And I did this one poem that I've released as a song ages ago that's completely and utterly different in its feel, but was much better actually. So there's many ways to do things, and we've been stuck in this very narrow alleyway of, oh, we only do it this way. Well, I do it different ways, so it's good. So anyway, the song I liked that that I redid and renamed and put up on YouTube is I'm gonna live in Lovetown, because it's an intention. But it was really wild, you know. It was a guitarist and a crazy performance artist and musician. It was Tim and Dan and me, and it was fun. I mean, look at it. If you can look at it afterwards. You can look at I'm gonna live in Lovetown. It's just me sitting doing crazy shit, but it's fun anyway. Oh, Gray is saying hi. Hi, Gray. So I've got 3 or 4 people in the chat, and I know Conrad's a big supporter, so that's good. He comes here a lot, and he also listens to my music on occasion. It's not always everybody's cup of tea. I'm not trying to be popular. I'm just trying to spread words and wisdom that I've acquired that may or may not be wisdom, but it's certainly experience during my 69 years on this planet. And hopefully I'm going to reach my 70th year in May, so that'll be fun. That'll be a celebration. That'll be a special day. Okay, I can keep this one short. That's good. No one's asking me questions that challenge my thoughts. Just getting lots of people saying, yeah. So that's good. Are you going to do a live tomorrow? I see. Plans. Hopefully, yes. I mean, I try to do it every day. Usually around this time, you know, I'm half awake, which is good because I haven't like set my daily intentions out and gone, oh my God, I better get on with this. So hopefully I can do it every day. I don't always do it every day because I've got commitments that I want to fulfill outside of chatting to a flat screen and talking to you guys. Which is nice. I enjoy that too. It's much better to know you and listen instead of what media produce. Well, this is why I like podcasting and why I like podcasters, is we become the media. And instead of sitting here going, oh my God, look what the government said through their TV sets or through their online, or even through some of the podcasters too. You know, everything's infiltrated. And because they've got lots and lots of followers, people go, oh, I should follow them too. You see, this is the problem with following. How can you align with somebody that has a hidden agenda? The hidden agenda is always going to be more control and popularity. I don't want necessarily to be popular. I'd like it if people just listened and went, he's right, you know, we can be love and peace, and go off and be love and peace. I don't care if they never come back, they never buy any one of my records, made it, you know, whatever, my music. I don't really care that much. I mean, lovely it is when I receive some recompense for my labor, and I love that, but it's a labor of love. It's not a labor of financial reward and popularity. The popularity game is something that's been heavily promoted through social media, and I'm on somebody else's social media platform. The man that owns YouTube has decided that my words are offensive, so they keep my numbers down. It's okay. It's just numbers. I still live, love life. And that's what I'm trying to say is we spend a lot of time inside social media and think it's real. But then we go outside social media and we go, fuck me, that's not real either. So what we create, are we just projectors of our own world? And if that's so, then why not make it a better one? right? Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's better to know you. I've got to know you slowly over the years, months, years. I don't know. Fuck it, all blends in. But I've got to know you a little bit, Conrad. I know you're generous, both with your comments and your help. You've helped me a great deal. I've watched what you do. I'm afraid it's a little too difficult for me to grasp and do myself, but I'm aware of what you're doing and the coding that you're doing and the advancement of the technologies that you're pushing with your engineering and your blueprints for a better way of using technology. And I approve fully of technology, of course, but we've always had this. Oh, dog's barking. We've always had this challenge, this challenge as humans, which is good technology in bad hands. You know, was the Industrial Revolution, was it really necessary? Like, as a revolution? Did we replace our agrarian period of human growth with technology that actually just got deviated into dominance? There's room for all of us, you know, and all ideas. Okay, would love to have a bit more or much more of your mindset, attitude, peace, etc. It's just a way of living. It really is. I mean, my mindset is to be as self-sufficient as a human entity, my own consciousness, my own way of being. It's more important for me to have that than it is to have the wealth of anything. So I'm wealthy in mind, thought, love, and life. I'm not wealthy in any other way, and things don't bother me that much. It's hard to put it in a nutshell, but my basic philosophy is if you want something, be it. I suppose. I mean, really, you know, I want love. Everybody does. I want to be loved, and I want to give love. So if I want one thing, then I have to have the other thing, because that's the duality of our experience. Being human is a duality because we have both sides of the coin, and it's a good coin, and you keep flipping the coin, but it's okay. Doesn't matter if it's heads or tails, you still end up being. So you have to be something, so you might as well be the thing that you love, which is love itself, unconditionally. Okay. My mum said I have to do my chores when I get done or watch your live. Okay, you want to obey your mother? I obey my mother and my father because I'm having a human experience. My mother, Earth, and my father, Time. Those are the two parents that we all have. We only have a limited time to experience our human being. So Father Time is always there, and we're living on Mother Earth, this beautiful planet that's abundant, gives us everything. Everything you see, feel, hear, smell, taste, touch, all of those things is from Mother. Yeah. That's why I try and balance the male and female energies within myself. It's nothing to do with my outward expression as a man. It's to do with my inner peace as a human. Okay. Well, it's not directed by anybody, it's directed by us. Society is the problem because the problem is us within society. We're not choosing correctly, we're choosing incorrectly. in my humble opinion. I really feel to be short. Watching and listening to your podcast. Oh, I really feel to be short. Yeah, I mean, feelings. I mean, a lot of people are now denying their feelings because we've had a swing towards expressing our feelings, you know? I mean, a lot of people have been saying, oh, my feelings are hurt, and you go, okay, and you tailor your language around those sort of people because you don't want to upset them. And then we get the pushback, which is always the pendulum swings. Get the pushback, which says, I want to know your real feelings. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. It's like, are you denying your feelings or are you expressing your feelings? We need to express that which we really believe instead of being led this side of the pendulum, that side of the pendulum. You know, it's all life, journey, and we're going to get pushed and pulled, you know? I mean, it's just the way society acts. It's like, oh, over here today, oh, over here today, oh, over here. It doesn't matter. All of it is centering yourself in the love and peace that you want to be in this world, and then it will be. I always have a great day. You know, people say to me, oh, have a brilliant day. And I'm like, no, I'm going to have 2 days. And, you know, it's not greed. It's just, I'm saying that it's like, as far as I know, my expression of getting up every day, awakening every day, and interacting with other humans is how I love my life. It's just how I do it. I just don't know why, particularly, that I've been granted this gift of enjoying every day. It's because I've chosen to live in that space, I suppose. I don't know. Okay. Well, I think that's 27 minutes. Gosh, I was like at 15 minutes. I got my point across, but I'll never be able to get my point across because the only constant in life is change. But I'm going to live in Lovetown, and no one's going to bring me down in Lovetown. Look up the song. It's just a live rendition of one of my poems with a bit of music and some collaboration with brilliant human beings who are freely expressing themselves. Love you. Subscribe, and I'll see if the numbers change. They usually don't. When I look at this, when it's posted, it'll say 3 views or no views or 2 views, and yet there you are, 5 of you in the audience already. So it doesn't reflect that which is real. See, the statistical anomalies that are being forced upon us. I had a recent experience with somebody who quoted me statistical things, and I said, well, that's not taking into account anything that I am. That's just saying the statistics are pointing towards this must be the truth. And it was a fucking doctor. And I was like, it's not truth because there's more people having opinions about it. That's manipulation of numbers. We could go into that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. Twisting statistics. It seems to be a game that the media, which is controlled by unscrupulous people, the other mainstream media, the popular media, because they're popular, they feel like they can manipulate the numbers. And then the numbers become the rules. And then the rules become enforced. And then you keep following fools. Oh, you know, it's a loop. Get out of the loop. Create your own loop. Create your own bubble. Be your own world. Be love and peace. And you will belong. Be love and peace, and you will belong. All right, I love you. Cheers then. Bye.